Today, I'm going to be talking about when you should use words like myself, yourself, herself, themselves. My name is Karen, and on my channel, I help you bridge the gap or close the gap between the English that you learn in the classroom and the English that's actually used in real life. If you're new here, make sure you press the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Today, I'm going to be talking about when you should use words like yourself, herself, themselves, myself. There are 3 ways that we use these types of words. The first way is when the person doing is the same person receiving the action. So when the subject and the object of the sentence are the same. I cut myself while I was cooking dinner. Now, who did the cutting? Me. So I cut. Now, who or what received the cutting? Who or what did I cut? Again, me. Now, because the person who did the cutting and the person who received the cutting, they're the same person, me, so I use myself. I cut myself. Now, if the person who I cut was her, then I say I cut her. I don't say I cut herself, because the person doing the cutting and the person receiving the cutting are not the same person. They have to be the same person to use herself. So I can say she cut herself. So she did the cutting, and who received the cutting? She did. So she cut herself. We can say that. Another example, she bought herself a birthday present. Who was doing the buying? She was. So she bought. Now, who was receiving the present? She was. So she bought the present and she received the present. It's the same person, so we can use herself. She bought herself a birthday present. And you can also say this as she bought a birthday present for herself. The second way that we use these types of words is after prepositions, if the meaning is not clear. Now, prepositions are words like with, after, on, in. The important thing here is if the meaning is not clear. Let me give you an example where the meaning is clear. She took her laptop home with her. So it's obvious that she's talking about taking her laptop home. She can't be taking her laptop with somebody else. That just doesn't make sense. So we use her, not herself. She took her laptop home with her. Now let me give you an example where the meaning isn't clear. She's very angry at herself. Now here, we don't know who she's angry at. She could be angry at somebody else. She could be angry at him or him. We don't know. But because the person who's angry and the person who she's angry at is the same person, so she uses herself. So we know that she's angry at herself. If she said she's very angry at her, now her means somebody else. She's talking about some other woman. She's angry at some other woman. Now, the third way that we use these types of words is when we want to emphasize something. And to emphasize means to show that something is important. So you should give your attention to it. So this third way that we use these types of words is really to mean that person and nobody else, or that thing and nothing else. The CEO came and spoke to me herself. Now, CEO stands for Chief Executive Officer, and it's the highest position in a company. I said the CEO came and spoke to me herself. I could just say the CEO came and spoke to me. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that sentence. But I said the CEO came and spoke to me herself. Now, that changes things because I want to emphasize to you that it was the CEO who came and spoke to me. She didn't send one of her staff members to come and speak to me. She didn't send her PA or personal assistant. She came. So she came and spoke to me herself. CEOs are very busy people, so I didn't expect for her to come and speak to me. So I want to let you know how surprised I am that she came. So I say she came and spoke to me herself. Another example is if you say to mum and dad, "Hey, can you guys go and cook dinner now? I'm really hungry." They can say to you, "Go and cook dinner yourself." Now, what they're saying is you go and cook dinner yourself. They can also say, "You go and cook dinner." That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that sentence. But they said, "Go and cook dinner yourself." So what they're telling you is no one else is going to cook dinner. Mum's not cooking dinner. Dad's not cooking dinner. Only one person is cooking dinner, and that person is you. So go and cook dinner yourself. Now, that was the theory. What happens in real life? Like I mentioned in this video, native English speakers will use these words when, based on grammar rules, they should actually be using I or me. So for example, you will hear things like, "John, Danielle, and myself are going out for dinner tonight." Or, "Robert baked this cake for Jenny and myself." But if you're sitting an exam, please use I and me respectively in these two sentences. Please use the correct grammar. John, Danielle, and I are going out for dinner tonight. Robert baked this cake for Jenny and me. I'm just letting you know that in real life, you will hear these words myself, yourself, themselves used in a lot of different ways. And one last thing I wanted to mention, by myself or by yourself or by themselves. This means without anyone else or without help. A few examples, he often likes to travel by himself. This means that he often likes to travel on his own. He doesn't travel with other people, so he often travels by himself. I baked this cake all by myself. This means that nobody helped me bake this cake. I baked this cake on my own. I baked this cake by myself. Or you can say to a little boy, "You're a big boy now. You can put your shoes on all by yourself. You don't need my help to put them on. You can put them on by yourself." So this means that he doesn't need anyone else to help him. He can do it on his own. He can do it by himself. Today, we talked about the 3 different ways that we use words like myself or herself or themselves. The first way is when the person doing and the person receiving the action are the same person. The second way is when we use them after prepositions when the meaning is not clear. And the third way is when we want to emphasize something. And I also talked about the phrase by myself or by yourself or by herself, and it means without anyone else or without help. Thank you for watching today's video. Please give me a thumbs up if you found it useful so that I know to make more videos like this one for you in future. Keep practicing, stay safe out there, and I shall see you next time. Bye.